Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Connor Zilich's Jarrett Chevrolet from 2025. So always take a look at the box. Once again, you just have the generic 2025 box. 2025 NASCAR Xfinity Series Lionel Racing Sunoco Rookie Contender. Connor Zilisch rendered the car right there. Junior Motorsports Standard Finish. Made a total of 504 of these things. NASCAR Xfinity Series Standard Finish. Same stuff on the back of the box. Register your car at Lionel Garage. And you, of course, have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Here is the car itself. Connor only races at the Charlotte Xfinity race in May, around Memorial Day weekend. This was his first race back after his back injury at Talladega, and this was the start of the top 5 streak that lasted from this race in May all the way until Talladega in October. That is insane. And that even got continued with, when Parker Kligerman substituted for Connor Zilisch and won the race and got him a win without him being in the car. He also continued the top 5 streak, but of course it ended in Talladega of all places because, at Talladega, Connor hasn't had too much luck. As you know, the spring race, he injured his back and then was out for just Texas. And in the fall race, he got involved in a wreck, and like I said, it ruined his top 5 streak, but that was definitely a historic top 5 streak. I don't think anyone's ever going to reach that again, but who knows. This car was interesting because Lionel X did update it past when it was up for pre-order. The 2D render and even the 3D render they put up, it's updated on the box, but they actually updated this. It has the patriotic tires, the Salutes logo, the patriotic banner. They actually added Registicks on the deck lid instead of the Junior Motorsports logo. They added Blues Hog on the C-post. Always nice when Lionel actually does, surprise make a car more accurate. Unless you're some people. I don't know. I was just dumbfounded that I actually saw somebody complaining that I think it was Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s Fun Pops car. They were complaining that they added the patriotic banners and such because they pre-ordered it with the assumption that it was not going to have patriotic banners, and Lionel's, wrong for tricking people. I was just dumbfounded. I don't know how. That is the weirdest complaint I've ever heard for Lionel and Diecast in general. It's you made it more accurate. How dare you? But whatever. Anyways, back to this car. This is definitely a very unique looking paint scheme. I'm not usually a fan of primer gray color cars, but this one actually does look pretty nice. You have the primer gray base with a bunch of different black and red stripes. It's a little bit of a messy paint scheme, but it ends up working decently well. This is a pretty crazy looking design. This is a design that gets bounced around between all the Junior Motorsports cars. I'm pretty sure Allgaier raced it, Connor raced it, Carson raced it. I don't think Sammy Smith raced it because he doesn't get all these random Junior Motorsports cars because he's just a fully funded pay driver as being new Michael Annett. I was more surprised it got made because I'm pretty sure they offered all 3 of them, and the other 2 fully DNP'd, and then this one somehow ended up getting made. I think only as a 124, if I'm not mistaken. I assume Jarrett bought part of the run or something, and maybe they just decided to, if they wanted one diecast, they were going to get, the most promising driver they have on their team. Because Carson Kvapil's been just disappointing this year, and Allgaier's, not as, noticeable in being in Jarrett. I'm pretty sure Allgaier won in this car at Las Vegas, was it, early in the year? They actually tried to offer his race win, too, but that DNP'd also. Anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Jarrett Logistics, Transportation, Warehousing, and Fleet. Got GoJarrett.com. Got Chevy Chevrolet, number 88 in Junior Motorsports on the front. Got Jarrett on the side. Got WeatherTech down there. Carolina Carports and Campers of America. Got Exalta and Blues Hog on the C-post. On the B-post, you have the American flag, Safety Clean Miller, SEM, Z-Max. There's the 2 winner stickers, which would have been, Coda and then Larson's Texas win. Got Connor Zilich's name on the name rail, because I just have the patriotic details, which is nice to see. Got Chevy Chevrolet, GoJarrett.com, number 88, Racing Electronics, Mechanics Wear, and Mac Tool. Got Registicks on the deck lid, Jarrett on the roof, and this is number 281. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Let's take a look under the hood. Wants to open. There we go. Get Chevrolet and Wix filters under there. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. No deck lid, no roof flaps, and there's the underside of the car if you want to see that. So there's not a whole lot to talk about the car like this. Just a fun Connor Zilisch one-off. I'm just glad at least a couple of them got made because this was during the time where like everything was DNPing for him. I am still really angry that his throwback DNP'd. It was like the old Buddy Baker Crisco car. Had like the chrome numbers, the old school WeatherTech logo. It looked cool. Like it was a really cool looking throwback. And of course it DNP'd. There was a chunk there where like his Roto-Rooter DNP'd, his first Bank of Alabama DNP'd, throwback DNP'd. I think I'm forgetting one more, but everything was just DNPing for him. But I think it was before that, you know, it went from that to now every one of his cars that comes out is like flying off the shelves and disappearing and going for high numbers on eBay. And this one hasn't completely disappeared yet, but it is brand new and wouldn't be surprised if it gets rare too. So everything else has, even the clean versions of like raced versions that are out now. But so you never know. It might be one of the cars you want to get now because who knows? This could, like I said, once all the other cars are gone, anyone who still wants a Zilisch car is going to go to this one. So then this one will eventually disappear too. That's what happened with the clean version of the Carolina carports. His Watkins Glen win from last season. Like that one was sitting around for a while. Nobody seemed to want it. Now that one's disappearing too. So who knows? Remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWAC, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check that off if you want anything. But I think pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Connor Zilisch's Jarrett Chevy from 2025. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.